Right guys, sound quality probably not the best. Neither is the video quality right now. That's because I'm out and about, as you guys can see. Yeah, the time is, I think it's 11:45 at night. I just finished up some late work. Still gonna get myself in the gym. So I thought, kill two birds with one stone, just make the intro now so that I don't waste any time and get to the gym later. So yeah, excuse the no mic and just limited visibility, I suppose, but we've got a back day today. I want to show you guys something. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Right, so let's get a meal deal. This little thing supposedly has 35 grams of protein. I don't know if I believe this, because it's literally 330 mil, 35 grams of protein for only, what's that, 218 calories? I don't know if I believe this, but if it is real, this is an absolute steal, guys. This is crazy. 35 grams of protein for 220 calories. That is an insane return on investment, so to speak. And the annoying thing is, it's part of the meal deal. Okay, now I don't know if you're going to see anything at all, but the annoying thing is, they used to have these protein bars as well. I mean, they still do, but they're not part of the meal deal anymore. And they had like another 12 grams of protein in them or something like that. And then that combined with like your main sandwich or anything. So what I got was a chicken club sandwich, and that has 30 grams of protein. So if those protein bars are still in the meal deal, you could get a meal deal, which is £3.60 by the way, with how many grams of protein? Here's my great maths coming into play, 65. It's like 70, let's just say 75 grams of protein. 75 grams of protein for also about max 800 calories, I'd say. No more than that. That is a very, very good, I mean, yeah, if you're like out and about, you need to get your protein in. Of course, not ideal, but it's not bad either. But anyway, back day today. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with pull-ups, which I'm actually kind of excited for. I want to see how many we can get. Because, another thing, quick weight update. This morning, I weighed in 85.95, which is the least I've weighed. Guys, I don't know for how long. 85.95, and I saw that this morning, I was like, wow. So, yeah, maybe yesterday when I weighed in after the holiday, when I was still 87 or something, whatever it was, maybe that was just like, maybe today's just like a fluctuation, I don't know. But, yeah, it just goes to show cut is working, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Keep myself in this deficit. 2.7k calories is still the aim, with 180-ish grams of protein. Yeah, going well so far. So back there, like I say, you're going to start off with pull-ups. I don't know what else it's going to be. I think it's pretty windy now, so I don't know how much you guys can hear. So whatever else I choose to do, I'll choose to do. See you guys in the gym.
Yeah, but I promise you, it does hurt. It does hurt. Try it, please.
Right, guys, forgive me if there's not too much talking today. That's mainly because of the time. Yeah, with it being so late, don't want to be sticking around until a ridiculously late time, but 13 pull-ups. And this is one of the things that I said I was looking forward to as I start to cut down. All these calisthenics movements will become easier, and I think down the line is definitely one of my plans to get into a lot more calisthenics movements. I've always found them really fun, to be honest. So yeah, 13 pull-ups just goes to show what shredding off what 3 kilos can do for you, when most I could really ever get, even on a good day, I was like 11. So yeah, imagine in a month's time when I shred down even more weight, those will be getting easier, and I may start to implement a lot more pull-ups. I think I definitely want to learn how to get my first muscle up. Yeah, I attempted it. I don't know if you guys will remember, it was a while back, but I did attempt it a few times back in the bulking days, and let's just say it was not very successful. So yeah, I think now, like I say, as I cut down more, maybe it's something. I'll set myself a little challenge to try and get it in a little time frame. But start off with lat pull-downs as our first machine movement. Yeah, I think 3 sets here should do it. D hands like always. I'm not gonna go too heavy because I want to aim for like the 15 rep range. I think today. Let's go 59. See how that feels. Yeah, let's get into the first set. Okay, that is the cut and full effect. Yeah, typically, I mean, peak bulk, I was 2 weights up, getting the same amount of reps in, but is what it is. They felt great. Those are partial reps towards the end. Yeah, let's go for 2 more, I think. Although, next set, I think we'll keep the same weight, and after that, we'll drop it down by 1. Okay, 3 great sets to start off here with these like pull downs. Honestly, it all felt amazing. Got Lady Gaga applause. That's a very underrated, I'm gonna say, song in general, but especially for the gym. Add that one to your playlist, guys. I promise you, it's elite. But pull downs done. Let's move over to some rows. Okay, let's move over to some machine rolls. I'm gonna go purely for the overhand variation today. Sometimes I like to do a bit of both. With the side grip one, which targets a bit more of the lats, but we're going to go only overhead grip because for lat work, I just want to do some pullovers at the very end. So yeah, mid, upper back, trap focused with these overhand grip rows. And yeah, I think we'll just go for three sets once again. And the thing that I always do here, which I don't know if everyone does, but shout out to Lewis, when I got a back session in with him a couple months ago now, yeah, we both talked about how we do the exact same thing on any seated row. We both have our seat really high up. I feel like if you're too far down and this is like really against your chest, I don't know, I feel like you engage maybe a bit more of your rear delts and shoulders and your forearms a little bit more. I don't know, when I'm higher up, it's like I'm actually doing a rowing motion and it just targets my back a little better. Obviously this is down to personal preference, but yeah, this is what's worked for me and how I feel my back engaged the most. So 3 sets here. Weight wise, I don't know how this is going to go. 45, it's pretty light. Well, that's what my bulking stuff would say. So we'll see. If we go a little bit higher, let's just go 52 just to be safe. I might be a little bit ambitious. We'll see. But 3 sets. Let's get into the first one. Okay, 3 great sets there. One thing that I sort of hope I'm showing is even when you're on a cut, you have to bring the full intensity. I've seen videos in the past before and I never really understood it. People saying that when you're on a cut, that's train till failure, all this stuff. It's absolute nonsense. If you don't train till failure, you're not seriously testing your muscles. Chances are when you're losing fat, your muscle is also going to start fading away and you're going to start losing that muscle a little bit quicker, which is absolute failure. Same way as if you're on a bulk. The intensity should never change, sure. Your reps might decrease, your strength will decrease, but intensity has got to stay the same. But rows done, pull downs done. I think we should get some trap work in. Shrugs, same as always. This exercise is not going to change for the foreseeable future. I just don't see any better alternative options for shrugs. I mean, if you have any, let me know. But yeah, I've done 2 sets already. We're going to go for 3. And one thing I forgot to do today, I mean, I might still add it on at the end, for pull downs and rows, I remember the security guy was telling me on my last back day to do some underarm grip ones, and I'd done them and they felt really good, so I forgot to do those. So I don't know if I'll, instead of doing pullovers for one more set of lats or 2 more sets. I might do just some underhand grip. I'll see. Maybe even chuck in a set of rows, but don't want to go for too many sets here. I don't think that's necessary. And it's already 10 past 1. But anyway, 2 sets done here. Let's finish off strong for these traps. Okay, that strap's done. Yeah, I mean, we've already done, including the pull-ups, 11 sets, so it's already good enough volume, I would say. But like I say, I want to finish up with some sort of underhand grip. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be. I guess you guys will see in about a second. Okay, I decided I want to get this row variation in, but this is a more lat focused row variation in anyway, with the underhand grip. Yeah, I think honestly one set I will do. It's just going to be a finisher. Weight wise, I don't know how heavy this is going to feel. Maybe I'll increase about 1 pin, 52 kg. That should be fine. Like I said, it's probably going to be the last movement. Because any more volume after this won't really be doing much, and if anything, it will just be stunting is that a word? Stunting the recovery. Stinting? One of the two. So yeah, let's just finish strong here, underhand grip row. And yeah, after this we'll get a pump check. Right, I think slightly too ambitious there, a little bit too heavy. So I managed to squeeze like 7-8 reps. Yeah, we'll call it there. It feels good. It just hits your back in a slightly different way, and it's something I never ever used to do up until 2 back days ago. Maybe next back day for like pull downs, I'll start with that grip. Yeah, I've got cardio and core work still to do today, and it's really 1:15. But first, let's go and get a pump check. Okay, back to the best pump check spot in the gym. I can't lie, every pump check is going to be done in here nowadays, unless it's too busy. Yeah, for some reason, I know it's going to be difficult to get off because I'm so pumped. And it's definitely a little bit more on the tighter side, but you know, that's what we want for today. Yeah. Okay, I can't really see what that's looking like. but I'm definitely feeling pumped, and I mean the Dorito shape is definitely getting there, and the waist is getting slimmer. Even like these love handles here, I can't really notice no difference. So yeah, the Dorito shape will become more apparent. Yeah. Anyways, I got to finish off with core work and some cardio. So I think I'll see you guys on a treadmill. If not, back in the car. Yeah, very good back day. Okay, on the treadmill. Yeah, I think by doing these post workout talks on the treadmill, it's just better for me personally because it makes my cardio go by just a little bit quicker when I'm yapping away. Usually I'll just be watching like a Sam Select video. Sometimes I'll just listen to music, but ultimately, yeah, I'm just talking. Let's go the fastest. I've increased the speed on my treadmill by 0.2, so this one may be a little bit more difficult, but should be still manageable. But if you hear me breathing a little bit heavier than usual, that's the reason why. Machine crunch is done. That machine is elite, I'll be honest. Yes, I feel like it's really working and properly, you know, it just works better than the typical crunches and stuff I used to typically do. Of course, we'll see over, give it a month, and we'll see what proper effect it has. But I mean, main thing with revealing your abs, of course, if you're on a bulk, it's a little bit difficult. So maybe it's an unfair experiment because I'm cutting down now. Yeah, very good back day. Like that pump check reflects that, and I mean, every time I get these pump checks now, I'm excited because each week, like by the time the next back day comes around, I've shredded a little bit more fat, and then more and more and more week by week. I'll just be able to see much more striations, and yeah, it'll just look even cooler. But yeah, very good back day. Like I say, next time I want to do some more underhand and grip work, especially for pull downs. I don't do any of that today, but rows likewise. And I suppose I really just want to quickly talk about why the bulk is necessary. Okay, because when I was at peak bulk, when I was, you know, almost at 90 kg, 89.5, I was just looking fat. And you know, if you looked at me like from if I was walking down the street, unless you're into, you know, going into the gym and you know about bulking and cutting and you know about the process, you'd probably just think that guy's a little bit overweight and likes to eat a little bit too much. However, the bulk is necessary because sure, you know, since I started I could have done a much more lean bulk, slowly increasing my weight, but I feel like everyone in the beginning, if you start off on the skinnier side, has to go for that one treacherous one to really gain some muscle, really gain some size. And after that, I can go for a much more lean bulk, which is my plan. So I feel like, is it fair to say the worst is behind me? I don't know. I suppose, yeah, that's something that we'll see. The cut, I mean, I'm enjoying it already in terms of not having to force down 4,500 calories a day. That's definitely a benefit. Like I say, I'm on 2.7k right now, and it's going well. Sure, there are times I feel hungry throughout the day, but I'll be honest with you, I much prefer that feeling than feeling sick or being full constantly and then knowing I have to eat in, you know, an hour or so. And I think there's a worse feeling than that. But yeah, the bulk is necessary for the cut. It's just a cycle, and once again, like I say, of course, you can lean bulk, but I think part of the fun of going to the gym is also being strong. And I mean, it's fair to say I've put some decent weight, peak bulk for the average lifter. You know, I was I didn't do a bench press PR, but 40 kg on the incline dumbbell press. Yeah, moving very easy. I was getting 8+ reps in. And like I say, if I'd done just a lean bulk from the start, would I have been getting those numbers? Probably not. Now I'd be a lot more shredded lean, but I'd have, I think,
less muscle, and I want to be as strong. Plus, it's cool with the bulk when you cut down, because you just notice such a difference. Literally, it's been 3 weeks. I'm noticing such big changes. Even if I look back, or if you guys look back at the thumbnails of my videos from 3 weeks ago when I was peak bulk, my face looks fatter. Just in general, like my stomach. This shirt, my stomach it probably still does a little bit poke out, but a lot more than a lot less now than it did earlier. And just in general, I just feel better not having to consume all these calories. But once again, like I say, the bulk is necessary. So don't avoid it. I know now that I'm going to be getting leaner, it's going to be much harder to convince myself to start a bulking phase in a month or so, because I don't plan on this being too long of a cut. I don't really want to get completely shredded. I want to get to like maybe 13% before I start more of a lean bulk again. Because I don't want to lose too much muscle either. I do enjoy the lifts, and I do enjoy lifting quite heavy. Plus, in a month's time will be August. Give it 2 months, end of August. Summer will be ending anyway, so meh. What was I to say? Calorie wise, I am on 2,000. I'm on about 2,000 calories. So I've got 700 more. 200 of that is going to be on that protein shake, which I'm going to have after. And then I'm going to cook up like some eggs or something with probably a pork loin steak, I think. That's what I've done yesterday. Protein wise, I'll be doing very good. Damn it, how many am I sure? I can't remember, but I know I'm in a good place right now for protein and calories. So, a very successful day, all in all. Like I say, I'm just going to finish off this cardio. It's already 20 to 2 in the morning. This is definitely my latest lift for a very, very long time. But like I say, it was sort of out of my control. I'm enjoying this cut. It is it's definitely refreshing. When I've been constantly thinking in my head, I was constantly in a calorie surplus for 3 years, ever since I started going to the gym. Obviously, the first year, my nutrition was terrible. I don't think I was even in a calorie surplus. I didn't get into calorie tracking probably up until properly like 1.5 years ago now. So, I don't know, would I classify my official gym journey starting from then? Yeah, but because I could say that, but when I look back on the pictures when I first started going to the gym, it makes for a slightly better comparison. So we'll just stick with the 3 years. I don't think I've got anything else to say apart from I'm loving the cut. I am loving this cut, that's for sure. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm already approaching, I've just passed 9 minutes. So I'm going to do 15 minutes today on the treadmill. And that will be that. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And I'll see you for tomorrow, Saturday Night Arms. See you for that.